Hey guys, I wanted to do a postpartum update. We are 6 weeks postpartum as of Monday, September 24th, 2012. Um, I feel really good right now. I'm pretty much back to normal life. I haven't gone back to work yet. Um, we are exclusively breastfeeding right now. I will be pumping when I go back to work, and I will go into detail with all of that fun stuff in my breastfeeding update. Um, Let me start off where I left um, and my labor and delivery story. Oh, I'll be gassy. She's waking up. Hi, Jade. Okay. Here, let me stand up because she's gonna get antsy now. Okay, so postpartum. I did have a lot of bleeding right when I delivered, and so they gave me, hold on a second. Alrighty, sorry about that. Okay, so when I delivered, like I said, I had a lot of bleeding, so they gave me Pitocin, a shot of Pitocin, and they also gave me some herbs. Don't know what were in the herbs, but I decided I would take it anyway. Whatever, gonna stop my bleeding. I felt like death right after I gave birth. And please keep in mind that I'm not trying to down natural labor, but I'm just saying how I felt, and I would totally do it again. So just, I'm kind of dramatic, but yeah, I felt like death right after I delivered her. I did not feel like myself at all. I kept thinking like, okay, I delivered her, so why don't I feel like myself again? Like I wanted it to be that I delivered her and I was done with it, and let me focus on my baby now. No, it was like I wasn't myself. Felt like a train had ran over me. They had me go to the bathroom right away after I delivered her, and that hurt because I was torn, and I ended up having to get sutures, which they are completely gone now. Um, which that wasn't fun. I had to get sutures in two different places, and I didn't want to get it done. When she told me she was gonna, my midwife told me she was gonna have to do it. I turned green. I told her that she didn't have to. I was like, I'm hungry. I'm gonna eat something, and I ended up eating, and she ended up doing it anyway. I tried to talk her out of it, but she said I would have three labias if I didn't do it. So I said, okay, fine, let me just do it. I was pretty much having to breathe through the whole thing and look over at my boyfriend and just, try to pretend like she wasn't doing what she was doing. Because it really made me sick to my stomach. What was really weird for me was my stomach felt like it was just hanging there. Like I had, like, my stomach had detached from my body, if that makes any sense. It just did not feel right at all. And I was just kept saying to them, it does not feel right, and they're like, no, this is how you're supposed to feel. And because I did have an abdominal hernia with her, so I didn't know if like maybe it was because of that, but I just did not feel like myself at all.
Alrighty, so I hope you guys can hear me okay. Alright. So I was talking about my abdominal hernia. I thought that maybe my stomach was feeling the way that it did because of my abdominal hernia that I got with her. But the midwives and the birth assistants and everybody told me that it was totally normal. I also got inguinal hernias with her, and I went to my primary 3 weeks after I delivered to see if they were severe enough that I needed surgery, because they did bother me, like they still bother me now, like when I cough, sneeze, or yell too loud. It feels like everything's bulging out. He pretty much just told me that as long as it's not painful, we're just gonna keep an eye on it. Because he and I both don't want me to have surgery unless I absolutely have to. Hey, Smiley, smile, go sleep, sleepy time. So, anyways, So yeah, that was with the hernias. It just took me a while to get back to normal life. If I didn't have my parents here and my boyfriend's parents here every single day helping us for almost 3 weeks, I don't know how it would have done it. It took me a while to get back to normal life. I don't know if it was because of all the blood that I lost or what. I ended up getting um, some blood work drawn at my labor because I did lose a lot of blood, and they pretty much, when I went for one of my postpartum visits, they said that my levels were all good. Um, so yeah, far as sorry, as far as postpartum bleeding is concerned, go sleep. Go sleep. As far as postpartum bleeding is concerned, I'm still bleeding. Um, a couple days ago, it pretty much stopped, and then it came back, and it was like a little bit more blood than I really felt comfortable with, a little bit more red than I would have liked it to be. So I was getting a little concerned, and if it didn't lighten up by today, then I was going to call my midwives, but it's pretty much, it went back to being light again. So yeah, as far as birth control, I'm going to do the fem cap, which is a cervical cap that goes over your cervix. You put some spermicide in the cap, and then it suctions onto your cervix. It's good for 48 hours, and as long as you take good care of it, supposedly it can last up to 5 years. Um, let's see, what else? Yeah, so that's that with birth control and bleeding, and oh yeah, I got mastitis twice. Um, okay. I got mastitis twice, and yeah, it was really tough on me. We are exclusively breastfeeding, so that was hard. I just remember waking up in the middle of the night, being freezing cold, and still having to breastfeed her. When all I wanted to do was sleep, but totally worth it. I'm so glad that I'm still breastfeeding. I did have cracked nipples and all of that, and I think it was because of her latch. Um, Everything's healed now. My sutures are all healed. My nipples are all healed. Um, Everything doesn't feel like how it did from before. I felt like not myself at all. I feel a lot more like myself, and I am at the 6 week mark, so I can resume exercising, and which I will do, and I'm gonna update you guys on how that's going. I will show you what my belly looks like. Probably post a clip at the end or something like that, because I am holding baby and she's falling asleep. It's her bedtime. So yeah, I'm trying to think of what else is going on. Okay, wait. When I was 3 weeks postpartum, I weighed myself at the doctor's when I had gone for my hernia appointment, and I was 135. The last weight that I had with her, being pregnant, I was 162. As of right now, 3 weeks later, I have no idea. I can't fit into any of my pre-pregnancy clothes. I'm still wearing my maternity clothes as far as jeans is concerned. Um, like right when I delivered and up to this point, I've been wearing like really restrictive undergarments just to hold everything in and help everything go back to the way that it was. So, but even with that, I still can't fit into any of my pre-pregnancy clothes. I'm sure my hips widened, and I probably will never be my pre-pregnancy size. I was a size 1, and I weighed 115 when I got pregnant. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else as far as postpartum is concerned. Um, I think that maybe a few days after I delivered her, because my hormones were all out of whack, I might have had a little bit of like postpartum depression, just a little bit. Just felt like, I guess maybe because I didn't feel like myself, and with the mastitis too, it just like I wanted to just be happy that she was here. And I was, but it just like I did not feel good or healthy. So it was kind of hard for me to be totally happy. But as of right now, I am super happy. I feel really good. I mean, she wakes up once during the night, 3, 4, or 5 a.m. depending on when she goes down. And it's been really good. I'm really happy. So okay, I knew I would forget something. Yeah, going back to work. I am 6 weeks right now postpartum, and I want to go back to work when I am around 8 weeks, maybe a little bit after. I will be pumping at work, so I will update you guys on how that is going. Um, so yeah, definitely will be going back to work. Unfortunately, I would love to stay home with her every single day, but I just can't do that. So yeah, I just wanted to add that. Alrighty, thanks guys.